Today's reading is Barometz, an entry from the Monster Girl Encyclopedia book series. A mysterious plant-type monster that is said to grow fruit with the form of a sheep. Inside the jelly-like, jiggly flesh of the fruit is a sheep beast man covered in fluffy cotton-like wool. The monster uses its absurd mana, which it feeds on, by tempting a man, a human man to be precise, into having sex, and after fertilization it produces seeds. During their mating season, they release cotton fluff from their body that is light enough to be carried by the wind. When the cotton fluff drifting in the air reaches a man, their sweet fragrance and thick mana contained within burst all around, alchemating a man's mind and body with the fragrance and mana of a Barometz, regardless of them secreting less nectar compared to their ancestral progenitors. They're able to carry their own scent and mana far enough to reach men in this order. On this occasion, a man won't go wild with lust on the spot and immediately rush over to find them, but he'll strongly desire the fragrance now imprinted on his mind and gain the ability to sensitively and precisely sniff it out. And naturally, he'll be drawn to the source of the fragrance, which is the main body of the Barometz, the sheep thing in the middle of the fruit. Eventually, a man's body will react sensitively if his nose catches even a hint of the fragrance emitted from the main body, and he'll journey to reach them while feeling intense pleasure or passion, even though he has yet to lay eyes on them. They'll take a man entranced in this manner into the flesh of the fruit, submerging their lower body in joining with the Barometz inside the fruit. The firmness of this fruity flesh will be adjusted according to their will, and when a man is nice and entrapped inside, his body will easily sink in, but once he's inside, they'll wrap around him and they simply won't let go. Even if a man tries to pull his hips away, the elastic, bouncy flesh of the fruit will push him back, and naturally, his hips will crash right into the Barometz's hips. If he tries to move even the slightest bit, his hips will bounce because of the flesh of the fruit that now surrounds him. If he moves violently, he'll be knocked back by a rebound, that is, accordingly powerful in return, Newton's law, only in this case a fleshy fruit version. Once this happens and his hips will slam together, both their hips will then rebound, because Newton's law again, and then will bounce together again, and this repeats. They will end up having continuous sex, because, I guess, perpetual sex, that's okay. The man won't be able to stop his hips from bouncing with his own will, and every time his hips crash into hers, he'll be attacked by a burst of pleasure. The exquisite cotton that can be collected from them remains fluffy no matter how much time passes, and it's possible to pack it without the fragrance or the mana leaking out, and it without deteriorating, which is an interesting attribute to say the least. The fruit surrounding them also has an exquisitely sweet taste. Both are highly popular and in high demand, but their husbands have unanimously claimed her body is even better. It may just be that they're enthralled from having almost continuous sex with them, but their body is also soaked in a fruit juice. This juice-soaked body is also as soft and viscous as the flesh of the fruit, and just licking it causes a thick sweetness to spread throughout the mouth. It's said that the juice dripping from their body and the bodily fluids they secrete are sweet nectar of the finest quality. Their husbands enjoy more than just intercourse, and they become engrossed in licking and slurping all over every inch of their body, as well as sucking their lips and intertwining tongues in order to sip the delicious fruit juice that accumulates inside their mouth. There is unanimous agreement about how delicious they are, but since licking their body and kissing them is something they only permit their husband to do, tasting their body is a privilege strictly reserved for their husband.